Hello everyone, my name is Larry and I have solved the theory of everything. In this video I will explain how you can isolate magnetic monopoles and also create the form of energy we call electricity. In this diagram we have a bar magnet which is obviously able to rotate clockwise, and here we have a coil of wire with an iron core through the middle. Now, as we know, all magnetic monopoles are a subatomic particle. They are a part of the atom, as shown here. This magnetic line of force shows that your north monopoles move in one direction and the opposite for the south magnetic monopoles. Now, to isolate a monopole, we must first understand its properties. And one of those is that a monopole obeys the law of attraction. And we're going to use this law of attraction to isolate a magnetic monopole. And here with the south pole and north pole, as the north pole passes this coil of wire, it's going to attract its opposite. And that opposite is the south magnetic monopole. And it's going to flow in that direction. And as the south pole moves around, it's going to attract its opposite, the north, and that's going to flow in this direction. That's how we get alternating electricity. Now, once we have these concentrated streams, we call this the south magnetic monopole is being pulled in this direction because of this one. So a stream of south magnetic monopoles, we'll see that as negative electricity. And of course, your north monopoles would be positive electricity. When you recombine these two together, you're going to again recreate a magnetic field. Here we have a diagram of a permanent magnet with its lines of force creating north and south pole. And this is an electromagnet. The same way it's created. When we isolated these monopoles into concentrated streams, they both flow into this coil of wire the exact same way they were extracted by using that magnet. Anyway, when they're recombined, they will again recreate a magnetic field. And one of the unique things about the separated stream of monopoles electricity is it also takes the same form as the lines of force that it originated from. Here you have north magnetic monopoles flowing in one direction and south in the other. When they flow through the wire, they both meet at the same place. They both leave the source of energy. Say a battery, the north and south or plus and minus of a battery, the electricity or monopoles flow from both directions at the same time and meet in the middle. And there's several examples or experiments which confirm this. Anyway, consider the right here in the middle here is a conductor. And what you have flowing through one end of that wire is the monopoles moving in one direction. And now this north monopoles or positive electricity will be flowing, say, towards you in this direction. And since they're all north monopoles, they're going to be able to repel each other. And as they repel each other, they'll flow along the surface of the conductor. And on the opposite end of the wire is going to be the south magnetic monopoles. They're doing the same thing. They haven't combined together yet to form a magnetic field. So what's going to happen is all these south monopoles are going to repel each other, and they are also going to flow along the surface of the conductor, given, of course, the skin effect. Once they recombine, they're going to combine and do the same thing that you see right here. One complements the other. Think of it as like a slinky going one direction and on the outside of that slinky, you have another one go in the opposite direction. They each complement each other. And by doing so, recreates a magnetic field around your conductor. And it's that same magnetic field that gives us the electromagnet. Around each one of these wires that you see here is going to be a circle that looks like this. Now that they're able to recombine, all these atoms are going to combine this together and again recreate a magnetic field. The same thing happens here. However, this is perpetual motion, and this here is not. These are after they've been separated. This is where all the monopoles come from, the magnetic lines of force on the atom. And this is how they are separated, by a simple generator. That's all this is a generator. And there's a number of ways you can isolate monopoles. Say through a thunderstorm, for example, where you have a lot of vertical movement. They also isolate monopoles. The monopoles that are being isolated are not magnets that are up in the air flying around, they're atoms. They could be water, moisture, say dust, or pretty much anything. Even air itself is made up of tiny little magnets, in which are atoms. So all you need to isolate a magnetic monopole is the movement of one pole against the other. And here you have a concentrated stream of north monopoles trying to get into this magnet. And that's going to isolate all its opposite coming in this direction, giving you a flow of magnetic monopoles that have been separated. Again, once they are recombined, they will again recreate a magnetic field as you see here in this electric magnet. So that's electricity in a nutshell. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.